Hello, my name is Representative Pam Powers Handley, and I represent LD9 in Tucson in the Arizona House. Well, today is day 163 of the Arizona Legislature. It is June 22nd. You'll remember that our target is to be done in 100 days. Well, we're 2 months past that target right now and still counting because we still don't have a budget. And so today was an interesting day, right? Late Monday, at the very last minute, the Republicans put up version 3 of their bad budget. So we've stopped them twice on this budget, which is awesome. And we were hoping to stop them again. But we didn't really see a way forward until this morning because we realized that there are a few Republicans who are not in the state of Arizona. And so Republicans and Democrats have enjoyed the option to be on Zoom during this session and during COVID. And in fact, Republicans and Democrats have taken advantage of it pretty equally. So anyway, there are Republicans who are not in the state of Arizona, and they need 31 people on the floor of the House in order to make quorum. And we have to have quorum in order to do business. So they didn't have it. And the Democrats were not involved in this budget process at all. There are several items in their budget that we completely disagree with. For example, like the flat tax and other budget cuts for the wealthy that help them reduce or eliminate their impact from Prop 208, which was the Invest in Ed, public education funding initiative from 2020. So there's a lot the Democrats don't like about it. And you know what? If they want to pass this budget with only Republican votes, then they need to have 31 of their members on the floor of the House. This is their rule, not our rule. And so they didn't have it, so the House Democrats stayed home. We denied quorum to the Republicans today in order to stop the process on this terrible budget. So every version of the Republican budget makes it worse and more extreme. So there's a laundry list of stuff that I don't like in it, and many Democrats don't like these ideas either. For example, the flat tax is in there. That is an extreme idea that is, even many Republicans said they thought it was a bridge too far. And so this will decrease revenue over time continuously, and we will be hamstringing future legislatures, with this flat tax and with the other tax breaks that are in this bill. And you know what? What happens when there's another pandemic? What happens when there's another economic downturn? What happens when the current housing bubble bursts? Just because we're riding high right now doesn't mean it's time to give away $2 billion in taxes when we're still not funding education fully, when we still have crumbling roads, when we don't have maternal and child health care that's adequate. There's so much need in our state. We shouldn't be giving this money away. So the Democrats denied them quorum. We don't like this bill, and there are many deal breakers. The flat tax, the Prop 208 mitigation for the richest Arizonans, dramatic expansion of student tuition organizations. This was a bad bill that was going to die this year, and they stuck it in the budget to buy Republican votes. The newest version also has dramatic expansion of empowerment scholarships. These are the vouchers for rich kids to go to private school. What could go wrong, right? This also takes away duties from the Secretary of State because she's a Democrat. Why is that in the budget? The budget also includes a fine of $1.1 million to the city of Flagstaff because the voters increased the minimum wage to $15 an hour. It includes privatization of school transportations. It includes money for Kathy Herod's fake pregnancy clinics. Also tax breaks for special interests, for example, developers, qualified investors, military brass, and corporations. Lots of corporate tax breaks have been passed this year. And it also includes criminalization of teachers for what they might teach in school. So this is a terrible budget. It ignores the needs of our state. It featherbeds the rich. And if they want to pass it with only Republican votes, they have to get all their members in the House to do it. Or they could negotiate and they could pay attention to the voters.